The Ravens and Colts were allegedly keeping an eye on the Jadeveon Clowney situation, which would probably have ended this past weekend if it wasn't for weather issues with a flight where he was supposed to travel to Cleveland to meet with them a second time. That got pushed to today because the flight got delayed or canceled or whatever. He signs with the Cleveland Browns. They tried to get him last year. Now, reports came out that Cleveland offered him a 3-year, $50-some million deal. Damn. Other people have said that was not 100% accurate. It was a differently structured deal. So who knows where it is. There was interest on both sides last offseason. The Cleveland Browns win games with Stefanski, get to a playoff game, win a playoff game. Myles Garrett, Jadeveon Clowney, now together for at least 1 year with a deal worth up to $10 million. The Browns are signing free agent pass rusher Jadeveon Clowney to a 1-year deal after he passed his physical, sources say, landing a player who has been a target of Cleveland's for years. Fresh off a lost season in 2020, Clowney has high hopes with his new team. He's a disruptor on that Cleveland Browns team. They're a team that can make a run. They have a lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball, especially with Odell Beckham coming back. Mm-hmm. Now you got Myles Garrett. I think Olivier Vernon, was he a free agent?
Yeah, he's free agent.
He's free agent, so who knows what happens there, right? Who knows? Has he been signed anywhere?
No, he's been 12 sacks last year, though.
He had a big-time year, and I remember a couple highlight plays out of Olivier Vernon in big-time situations as well. He's a free agent as well. Let's see how that whole thing shapes up. He might be back. But, man, the thought of Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett walking off the bus first, just wherever, however, to do whatever. I mean, it is something that is, the Browns needed a little bit more depth on the defensive side. They get it. Can Clowney play in a fashion that is going to help the Cleveland Browns be much better at football? Yes. Can Clowney play in a fashion that'll make the critics in the media potentially give him more respect, which would be a high stat having and everything like that? I'm not sure if that's his style of play anymore. I think he is just a disruptor of the game, and I can't wait to see him with Cleveland. Good for Cleveland, bad for the AFC North.
Yeah, I don't know. So losing Olivier Vernon and getting Clowney, I don't know if they got any better there, but I know they definitely didn't get worse. So as far as the offseason goes, as long as you're not getting worse and you're at least staying the same, we're potentially getting better with Clowney's potential.
How much money? They got money, huh? Cleveland still has some money.
Yes.
They still have some money. So Olivier might be back, by the way. It might be Myles Garrett, Jadeveon Clowney, Olivier Vernon on that defensive line with an offense that is, filled with talent.
Yeah.
And that's what you need whenever somebody gets hurt. You're good. They got 2 great running backs. Got Jarvis Landry, who's a stud. Austin Hooper and Njoku at tight end. You got Baker, who played his best football last year, and more specifically towards the end of last year. And Odell Beckham's coming back. The defense played good football whenever they had to. And now, look out for the Browns. Yeah. They said, and by they I meant Juju, said the Browns is the Browns. The Browns isn't the Browns anymore, it feels like.
Now beat the Chiefs.
Legit.
Yeah. Chad Henne. If it wasn't for that Henne, they were done.
Roll out 4th and 1. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Chad Henne, by the way, what a fucking play.
Oh, my God.
Good for him. We forget about those moments.
Well, you also forget about the pick he threw before that.
Oh, yeah. All right, well.
It's more of a punt.
I completely forgot that Chad Henne played.
If you're the Ravens now, too, with Orlando, it's Orlando Brown Jr., I believe, the left tackle that they wants to get traded.
Right tackle? No, guard. They moved to left tackle.
Yeah, after Staley.
And now, after somebody got hurt, he played the entire season, was very good at it. Now they want to move him back to guard or right tackle.
Yeah.
Right tackle. And I would assume him, his family, and a lot of people around him are saying, do you know how much more money it is on the other side over there? You were very good. We're not going back to the right tackle side, even though they got a guy who's a perennial pro. What are they going to do with that, you think?
Especially if he wants to get traded. Apparently his dad was like, hey, you have to play left tackle. Left tackles are the linemen that are the guys, and I believe he passed. And now it's like a real big thing for him to stay at left tackle. But if you have Clowney and, Myles Garrett, you got to do everything to keep him at least on the right side, right?
Oh, what are you talking about? With the Ravens thinking about the AFC North now, we're going to have to protect on both sides. What if they get Olivier back? Then you think about it. Olivier and Myles were still.
Then they're.
Yeah.
But here we go.
Top 13.
The AFC North, it's hot in the kitchen up there.
It is.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to make sure you're cooking up there. The Bengals were even cooking this offseason.
I was looking at the website for cap space, and it says the Browns have $13 million. I don't know if it's before or after Clowney.
Up to 10, so who knows what they're doing with salary cap and signing bonus and everything like that.